Well, I got the
Welcome,
rifle.
everybody. What? You watching the
Uh,
Rifleman?
yeah.
We may lose Kerry. The Rifleman's on.
How you doing, folks?
Oh my God. What's up,
How's
Kerry? How you
everybody?
been, buddy?
Good. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, pal. Anyway, so there's a
Made.
lot of stuff going on today in the news. There's a lot of stuff in general happening. But we're gonna do
You
a
ain't
quick show
kidding.
today. What?
I said you ain't kidding.
Yeah, but we're not gonna make it a long show. We think you guys prefer the listen. If you watch us, let us know if you prefer the longer shows or these shorter shows. There's my dog in the background. Is she cute or what? Anyway, that's just going to make it a longer show. I should shut up. Okay, Kerry, you want to start? You want to start the
uh,
show, or you?
yeah. Well, I'm just a little, disturbed about how New York City now is. The business is going to run after what they did to Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, you absolutely. People don't even understand that. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go. I'm going to go into the business part of it, but you give the opinion. Go ahead.
Right. It's not about Donald Trump. If you want, it's about if you believe in that kind of system. There, you don't have to be Donald Trump. You don't even have to believe in Donald Trump. You just have to
It can.
believe in the Constitution. You just have to believe in the law and everything, and they'll still go after you.
It's
Right.
just like what happened. It's just like what happened to you, man. It's the same thing.
Right.
Because what happened to you can happen to anybody, and that's what they're not
Right.
realizing is
Right.
businesses. Listen, when you go into business, and we know this because we were looking to open up a restaurant, a bar restaurant, and I'm going to tell you what stopped us. Okay, we didn't end up doing that, and what stopped us is because everywhere we went, there was something that pushed us out. So to give you a great example of that, we were going to do something down by Dangerfields. If you remember the old Dangerfields, we were going to put a comedy club there, where Dangerfields was a comedy club, and it was a successful one, which means that by all means, it should have been fine. It should have been successful. It should have been. But the problem with it is we live in a cancel culture. And so everyone now is liberal to the degree that jokes can't be made. You can't say, why does a chicken cross the road? Because Pete will be on your ass that it's too dangerous for a chicken to cross the road. So what no, no, really, I'm being serious. And so everywhere we went, there was something that there was some sort of a edict that we couldn't do something. Either we couldn't have food, or we couldn't have liquor, or we couldn't have this. And that's what you're doing in Manhattan right now.
Yeah.
Because if you hold
Exactly.
businesses or New York, if you hold businesses up to the standard that it's up to them. First before we even go there, okay, there was no victim in the Donald Trump case. That's number one. Everybody who lent him money got paid. Okay, they called him a whale of a businessman, which means that he was huge. They gave him carte blanche. They would have done anything for him. He had a platinum rating. I mean, a platinum rating. So, and
Yep.
not one of the people who dealt with him had one bad thing to say. They asked him, "Would you do business with him again?" They said yes.
Right. Right.
Okay,
No banks complain. So
that's
if
number one.
nobody complain, then how's the
There's no
law
victim,
going?
right? There's no victim. It's like saying that I'm going to charge you with rape, but there's no victim of rape.
Right.
You know, no, really. So anyway, getting back to
Good
the
one.
subject. Yeah, no, it's true. It's absolutely true.
It
So
is.
what's gonna happen now is you're gonna have these other businesses who would have opened turn around and say to themselves, you know what? If we over or undervalue our business,
Hmm. Right.
we can be taken out of business. Period. And that's absurd because first off, it's not up. Listen, it's not up to you, okay, to do due diligence. Due diligence means research, basically. So a lot of people don't know that term. It's a stock market term, and it just means do your research, do diligence, your interest, okay.
Right. That's
You
right.
know, actually go and look and check out. When you go to a bank, if I go right, like if what they're saying is true, and if it wasn't for this judge not liking Trump, there's no way this should have ever gone this far. But if this was true, then all I would have to do is go to a bank and say, I own my apartment, right? So
Right.
I would go there and say my apartment's worth $45 million, and that bank is going to go, Ed came in here and he said to us it's worth $45 million, so it must be worth $45 million. It must. There's no Ed said it, so it must be true. No, what they're going to do is they're going to get inspectors and they're going to
Right.
send them to my house, and they're going to have those inspectors check my house to make sure it's worth $45 million. And
Now,
they're
is
going to
that
go
what
back
they
and go,
do?
no, yeah, and then they're going to go back and they're going to go, no, it's only worth 1.25 or something
Right.
like that. because that's the reality of it. No,
Right.
really, so it's not up to him to do that. It's not up to him. It's not up to a used car dealer to have a car checked out before you buy it. It's up to
Right.
you to buy it, to do that.
Hmm.
You have to do your own due diligence. You have to do your own research. And
So
then the other thing is that look at what they're. If anybody out there, if you got a few minutes, go to Google Maps and look up Mar-Lago in I think it's Miami, Florida. Look it up
yeah.
and look at what the place is like. Okay, first off, the place is like 65 acres. The nearest place to it that's a vacant lot, okay, with 2 acres on it is going for over 2 million. Okay, two or maybe 20, I'm not sure, but it's definitely up in the millions. This is 65 acres. Okay, so even if it's a million an acre, that's $65 million right there. All right, not including the gold faucets,
Right.
the structures, and all of
Right.
that stuff. So Trump estimated, I think, at like 250 million or something like that. The judge in that case is estimating Mar-Lago at $18 million. Now, let me tell you something. If you really agree that this judge is right with the $18 million, then
There's a crooked judge.
I defy you to find me a place that's equal for $18 million, and I'll buy it. I'll buy it because I can sell it for over 100.
Right. So what
It's
they're
a bunch
saying
of
is that
bullshit.
what they're saying is that you over assessed it, and no, no.
But it doesn't matter. He's not an assessor. He,
Right.
he's not an assessor. They have inspectors and stuff and real estate
Right.
agents and stuff for that.
That's
Okay.
right.
When I have a house in the Catskills, okay, and when I wanted to refinance, I spent like 2 days redoing the floors and stuff like that because somebody was coming to inspect my house to see how much it was worth.
Right. That's the law.
They asked me, I told them what I thought it was worth. Then they sent somebody to check. Okay, so this is a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of like,
No, you got a
how can we
crooked,
just?
you got a crooked judge.
Yeah, but it goes beyond that. This is just to keep them. What they're trying to do is bankrupt them. So
Right.
they're trying to
Well,
bankrupt them
yeah,
so that,
he
but
doesn't have money for his campaign.
right, exactly, and time. You have to realize now he's going to spend more time in court than he is
Right.
campaigning.
Right.
Hang on, I want to roll this joint. I've been waiting for this.
I hear
Anyway,
you.
but it's just absurd. And I
It
mean,
is
the
crazy.
other thing is, if you look at the Manhattan skyline, I don't mean I'm going to say this straight out. He created majority of your Manhattan skyline.
I
I
was
mean, he
just about to
created this.
say, yo, he built jobs in New York City.
Look what he did. Look what he did for women's skating rink. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
Central
just
Park. Right. The Central
and
Park
they're
one,
treating
right?
him like this. I mean, come on. And
Right.
I mean, of all things to go after him, it's like going after. It's like finally getting. They're acting like they got Al Capone. First off, the guy never committed a crime. This
Nope.
guy has never even had. I'm going to say this, and I don't mean this in a nasty way against people who have, because I'm about to smoke a joint. But this guy has never had a cigarette. He's never had a drug, and he's never had a sip of alcohol in his entire life. Okay, the guy is not a criminal. Okay, you don't like him because he's rich. You don't like him because he's white. You don't like him because he
He
knows who
took
he
the
is and has confidence.
right. And
You
he
don't
took the
like him
power.
because right. They don't like
And
him
he
because
took
he has
the
the lifestyle they would love.
right. And he took the power away from these people. He
Right.
actually he exposed them. Okay? He exposed them from the corruption they
That's
are.
right. That's right. Think if we would have gotten Hillary with the shit that we would have never known about.
Oh geez. Yo, the next one up is Pelosi. We'll
Yeah.
see how that corruption went. Right?
That's another thing. Like as long as we're on that, I want to take this in a new direction. Do you mind? Are you done with this? Or do you
Yeah.
want to go a little more with this?
No, I
Okay.
just wanted to bring that up because that's just crazy that if you want to open up a business, don't in New York City.
No, no. And if you do, they'll figure out some regulation to screw you over anyways. Now,
Right.
what I want to get into is the media. I want to show you how they change the narrative of something to make it fit what they need. No, really. And I'm going to show
I
you
know
how simple this is. What? Good.
I got that down.
Okay, so here's what they did. Okay, so first off, we're talking Joe Biden. Like this thing came out about Joe Biden and about his lack of acuity, mentally speaking. So in other words, like this guy, did a report on him saying that he was an elderly man and he's forgetful and all of this stuff. Okay,
No
and
shit.
what they did was they turned it into an age thing, and it's
Yes.
not an age thing. It's not
Nope.
age. We're
Nope.
all good. Listen, I'll tell you straight out. Okay, let's look at it a little differently. Okay, let's
Right.
take two people who are similar in ages. All right,
You're
let's
right.
take Cedric the Entertainer. Okay, which is a heavyset African American guy, and LeBron James, who is about the same age. They're both about the same age. Okay, you couldn't, comparatively speaking, put them together on an athletic field. Okay, LeBron James would kill him. Okay,
Yep.
and that's the way age is. Age is applied by how you've handled yourself up till this point. By that I mean I can name probably four right at the top of my head octogenarians, which are 80 years and better. Okay, and even into the 90s and
Mm.
hundreds. There's a lady in my building, okay, who walks around with her cart, and you have a conversation with her, and she's totally aware of everything. She's
Yep.
96. She's 96, and she
Well,
knows
wait a minute.
everything.
Did you just see? There's a lady that lives here in New York. She just turned 116,
And she's able to hold the conversation, and she's
and
able to,
she's
yeah.
got it. Yep. If you look at her, she looks like she's in her 90s.
What you have to realize, what
Right.
people, and it's funny because that you never hear this, okay? But if anybody out there knows any brain surgeon or anyone who deals with gray
Hmm.
matter on a regular basis, they will tell you that the minute air touches your gray matter, whether it's from it drying it a little bit or whether it's from pollution that happens to get into your scalp, your scalp or whatever, um, it's never the same. You're never the same. Okay, it ages the brain, all right, and the brain is never the same. Joe has had two brain surgeries, one for an aneurysm and one for a stroke, I think. Okay, and it's just not it's not there for him. It's not about his age. There's a guy who runs
Right.
um as a Home Depot or one of these things. The guy's as
Hmm.
brilliant as can be. He's in his 90s. Okay,
Yep.
so when they turn
Yep.
around and go, "Oh, Trump's only 4 years behind," no, no, Trump's chronologically 4 years behind. Mentally, he's 20 or 30 years behind Joe.
Right. Right.
Trump's mental acuity is in his 60s, his 50s.
Right.
Okay, and if you don't believe that, check out the results of his cognitive tests,
Yep.
and he's not afraid to take another one. Okay, I want to make that clear. He's
But they
offered
won't.
to take another one.
But they
Joe
won't
won't.
give one. They won't give one to Joe.
He won't take one. He won't. His wife won't let him take them. Why?
No.
Why wouldn't you
No.
take one?
Right. Not for nothing. Did you see last week when Ducey, the reporter, asked him about his
Yep.
age and his mental? He goes, "I'm the best candidate running.
Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
most qualified."
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yo,
My
if
God.
that's not delusional, I don't know what is. Right?
He's just, yeah. You know what it is at this point. Initially, I'm gonna tell you straight out, honestly. Initially, he didn't even want to be president. He was hoping to lose.
No, Jill.
But Jill, right? Exactly. You nailed it. Jill wanted to be first
They
lady
want the
so
power.
bad.
They want
She
the
pushed
power.
him. Right.
Right.
But now since he's been in the office, okay, he's got so many things going on as far as corruption goes
Right.
that he's got to stay in office in order to be able to pardon himself and his family.
No,
So
my
he
man.
can't lose.
Not for nothing. It's not even corruption what he did. He did treason,
Oh my
espionage.
God, it's so much.
All right. This is the president that we have today. Look what he did from senator to vice president. Oh my God. It's not just
It's just,
corruption. He threw this country
and
under the
that's the other thing. That's the other thing that kind of bothers me. I got to be honest. The other thing that kind of gets to me is I don't know if you people know this out there, but there's a thing called a skiff. Okay, a skiff is where a senator or they go to review
right.
classified information. And when you go in, you're supposed to give your phone away. You're supposed to give all of the stuff to these
Right.
security so that
Right.
you can't with this information. Most of Joe's stuff was taken. Well, it was all taken pre-presidency, but most of it was taken when he was a senator, which means
And
he had
right.
to stick it down his pants or he had to stick
Right.
it in his jacket. He literally stole from the skiff. And he
Right.
wasn't a president where he could declassify anything. You can say what you want about Trump, but Trump, as a realtor, did not go into the president's office
Right.
a lot of information out. Okay, he did it as a
Right.
president, and you could
Plus,
say,
it's the
oh, well,
law.
no, no, wait. You could turn around. You could say, well, he didn't classify it. Let me ask you a question, okay? What president? Well, first off, if a president takes something and says, "I'm taking this," it's declassified. It's declassified. No president is going to turn around and say, "I'm going to
Right.
leave this classified, so I take it and I'm going to get arrested for it," when I can declassify it. It's
Right.
it's like it's like trying to take milk and pouring
Mm-hmm.
it into the air when you have a
Mm-hmm.
cup in your hand and expecting
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be able to drink it later on.
But you notice
It's
that,
just the dumbest thing going.
and you notice that. I love the reporter. I love the reporters. I love other that KJP. They don't answer the
He's a
right.
moron.
They don't answer because all you have to say is this: you know that by law he wasn't supposed to take them. Period.
Right, exactly.
And then they come up like he goes like this. By he goes, but it was locked up in my garage. No, shit doesn't matter. Your
It was
warrant,
never locked up either. That's the other thing. It was left out. It was
right?
left open in his garage.
But the thing is this: people out there, by law, it doesn't matter what they come up with. You're not supposed to take them. It's
Right.
against the law. The
The
only one
only
that's
there's only one
allowed to
person
have them is the
is the
president of the
president.
United
Right.
States.
And that's what Trump was when he took them.
Right.
So to turn around and compare, it's apples and oranges. Everything they compare between the two, it's always, well, what if Trump? What about Trump? What about isms? I hate that so much.
Nope.
Like I don't do that with Joe. Like I don't turn around and go, well, what about what Joe did? When he talked about Trump, you tell me something Trump did, and I'll defend it without bringing up Biden's name,
Right.
without turning around and saying, well, Joe did
Right.
this.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
his what you call it?
That's
His
right. That's right.
what was the one we were just talking about? His real estate case. I didn't mention Biden. I didn't go, well, what about Biden when he did it? Didn't mention him once. I just told you
Right.
exactly what he did.
Right.
Anyway,
Right.
it's just so
No, it's
ridiculous.
a sad. It's very sad that they're covering up for someone who just did treason.
Well, what's even sadder is you have these people who are supposed to be legal scholars, and they're trying to get them taken off the ballot in states.
Right.
You got like they're supposed to be lawyers and they're supposed to be this, and they're trying to get it. You can't
And
take them
guess
off in
what?
states because wait, you can't take them off in states because then you're taking away the right for someone to vote for them, and you
Right.
can't do that.
Nope. You know why? It's right here in the Constitution. It's right here. Everybody has
Yeah.
a right, and the only one that can take your right away is the voters.
Anyway, all right, buddy. Listen, here's what I'm going to suggest. I'm going to suggest
So
we stop this one. We stop this
we've been
one.
right.
We've been going. I don't know what we're going like almost 18 minutes, 19 minutes.
Beautiful.
We'll get together in a couple hours. Let me run to the store and stuff, get my dinner and whatnot. And when I come
I'll be
back, we'll do
here.
another one. Yeah,
I'll
we'll
be
do
here.
another one.
Very good. Sounds
And I
good.
think that leaves the people wanting more. You got any good jokes you can tell them before we leave? If not, it's okay. It's not a big thing. I just figured maybe
Well,
we'll end it with a
I
joke.
I I
Don't
had a
force it. I
dream.
mean, don't force it.
I had a dream the other night because a couple of years ago, you remember I was kidnapped by mines, and they
Yeah.
did some unspeakable things to me.
Ever since then, you can't look into a glass.
No, I said I'm done. I'm done. Holy shit!
Oh
That's a
God!
good. That's a good one.
Wow!
But
Oh my
yeah,
goodness!
that sounds good, man. We'll
You
do another
got it.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So
All right.
it's 1:45 now. Figure I'll get back to you at about 5 o'clock,
You got it.
5:30, something like that.
I'll be here, buddy.
All right, my brother. I'll talk to you later. Have a great
All
day.
right. All right, folks. Talk to you
Everybody
later.
out there, right? Everybody out there,
Happy
have a great day. Please be safe.
Happy Tuesday. It's almost spring, people.
And across the board, we like donations to any charities that you do some due diligence in. Everybody needs some help. That's kind of what it comes down to. St. Jude. Just run through a couple
Trying
quick names, Kerry. Shriner,
to
Wounded
tunnel,
Warriors,
tunnel
Tunnel
towers.
Towers, UNICEF. I don't know. UNICEF has been around forever. Me and Kerry used to do block
Yeah.
parties on 93rd Street for UNICEF, and we would go
Mhm.
down to what was that, Jerry Lewis? That was the Jerry Lewis telethon.
Oh, that was
And
a
I
joke.
think we did it for UNICEF too, but I think Jerry Lewis was
Yes.
the one we went down to, and we
Oh, that
actually
was a
gave some
good
money
one.
into the thing. Yeah,
Yep.
with Margaret Sansucci.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, I
Yeah, remember we
remember
all went
that.
down. Yeah.
That was a
Anyway,
good
all
one.
right, buddy. I'll
All
talk to
right,
you later. Have a great day.
you got it. See you later, folks.
All right, later, pal.